Welcome to Property Tribes TV, where we are talking utilities, and it's the serendipitous nature of Twitter that led me to New Occupier, and I'm joined by the founder, Russell Ewins. So welcome to Property Tribes, Russell.
Thank you.
Now, I was very intrigued by your service because basically it really helps landlords and lettings agents with quite a fiddly and annoying process. So tell us what New Occupier does.
Well, okay, basically, you fill in one simple form and it informs the gas, electricity, water and council tax of a new tenant, the date they moved in. We've got upload facilities for a copy of the tenancy agreement. So rather than send it to all four suppliers, you upload it once to me and I forward it all four times automatically for you. We get responses from all the suppliers almost immediately. To ensure that accounts have been set up, because it's in their best interest to get it done as soon as possible.
So it really streamlines that whole process of changing over to tenancy, basically.
Yes. We've got the facility to upload photographs of meters, because estimated readings have always been a problem for new tenants and landlords when you're switching in the supply and out the supply when people are moving out. So because we've got the facility to upload the photographs of the meters, it's there on that specific date. That's the meter reading. That's what you're being billed to. There's no estimated closing or opening readings. So there's no guess. It takes all the guesswork out of it.
Now, you know, obviously the tenant 9 times out of 10 is liable for the utilities in a single let, but also there can be cases with HMOs and student lets where there could be, 5 or 6 people involved in that process. So you've got the ability to deal with that as well, haven't you?
Yes, but it's more common for students. We've got the facility for up to 5 tenants to be registered for each supplier. This assists the students because they need utility bills for proof of address, for credit referencing, and to put the bills in the student's name allows them to build up their own credit rating from a very young age, gives them responsibility for money because the parents are normally paying for the rent. So putting the utility bills in the student's name does give them that responsibility to manage money.
Good point.
So we can upload up to 5 students' details. I can handle more. We just have to do that by email. We can add them to the account. But 5 is normally more than enough.
Now, currently, the landlord is not liable for any utilities that are created by the tenant, but it's worth noting that there are kind of moves afoot that this may change in the next year or so. So it's just good practice to make sure that utilities are updated at a tenant changeover.
Yes, but more importantly for water, there's over £1.5 billion of domestic water debt, and it's basically uncollectible. Since 1999, they've been unable to cut people off for non-payment. So the bills are just getting higher and higher and higher. The Welsh Assembly are looking at bringing in legislation to make landlords liable for the billing if they don't tell the supplier of a new tenant's details within 21 days. And as a customer, I see that that's beneficial, but obviously as a landlord, it's got severe implications to it. But Ed Miliband has also stated in the last couple of weeks that if a Labour government was to come in May, that they would legislate for England as well. So it's best purpose for everybody to get into the realms of it now and start doing it now. So when the legislation hits, we already know what we're doing and the system's already up and running for it.
Brilliant. Well, thanks, Russell. So New Occupier, it's a free service to use, and
Yes.
Landlords can update all the utilities and council tax on a tenancy changeover literally in a matter of clicks. And you really came up with it because you're a landlord yourself, aren't you?
That's right, yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I've always had problems getting in touch with there's contact centres. You're on hold for 15 minutes, then they drop the call, then they ask for things that you haven't got. This way, we give them everything without them asking. There should really be no contact between the landlord and the suppliers. It should be between the supplier and the tenant.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for providing such an excellent service, Russell. And also, it's great to have your input on Property Tribes on the topic of utilities as well. And look forward to seeing more of your contributions.